So my grandfather, Rocky, who was in World War II, was a big part of my life. Rocky was a Army reconnaissance scout. He didn't talk too much about his experiences, but he talked about the travel, he talked about the time away, some of the stories of some of his comrades there. My granddad always lived up on Signal Mountain, and Signal Mountain was a really great, close-knit community. Some of the most vivid memories I have of being with my grandfather was driving through the hills of Tennessee in this truck that was his reward for coming home, for his service to the country. He came home, bought this old truck, and it's been in our family ever since. My grandfather on my dad's side, Dan J., who we called him Pop-Up, he was really a great leader in the South Pittsburgh community. He also had the service side to him, which was the volunteer fire chief for South Pittsburgh. You know, that has always stuck with me, and learning about our family, it's a way to touch the past. It's a way to kind of feel the history of the family. Throughout my life, I've had what I would call pieces of the puzzle about our family: photos, stories, books. For my 50th birthday, my wife Adrienne gave me really one of the most meaningful presents. She worked with the East Tennessee History Center to take those fragments of the story and to dive deeper into the genealogy of who is the J family, who is the Young family. And it began to sort of fill in that puzzle and create a much bigger picture. I'm proud to know that my family has roots 7 generations deep and is part of the fabric of Tennessee. I think what's most exciting is to see people that generation after generation certainly had military service, but they also had other service to the community and to the country. I can see the actions and how it helped positively shape Tennessee and form a great state in our country. I'm proud and excited to learn that Captain Robert Bean, one of my ancestors, was the friend and colleague of Daniel Boone and fought in the Revolutionary War. Another one of my relatives, Colonel James Ralston, fought in the War of 1812 and really reshaped the nation as a whole. They also had other public service dedication: mayors and councilmen, judges, people that served on legislatures, served on town councils. There was a long line of my family who have constantly found ways to serve both in the military and into the public sector. Those are all parts of the Tennessee story, and I'm proud to know that they're a part of the fabric of who we are as Tennesseans and who I am as a public servant. And that's why we honor them. That's why we learn more about them. That's why we work with groups to honor their grave sites and keep their legacy alive so that my children and grandchildren can find a way to learn from them as I have. As we celebrate our 250th anniversary of our country, to think that some of my family were right there helping shape the earliest days, it makes me very proud. It inspires me to think about what I could do to help shape the next 250 years.